y'all thought I was playing around. Y'all thought I was. You thought I was just gonna let y'all get this off. I don't care how many surgeries the boy done had. You thought you was gonna get this off? Oh no. Come on in here. Come on in here. Your boy is back. You know what it is. G. Bush ready to roll. And listen, we ready to go right now. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We got to get into the situation. And first of all, before we do get into that, hit that like button on the way in. I want to thank every single person that was showing me love. Every single person that was like, yo, G. Bush, we hope you get back. G. Bush, we need you out here telling that truth. G. Bush, we ready to go. Listen, don't worry about it. I got my best pain medication. It's all legal. Stop playing with me. I'm ready to go. I was laid up. I had to come off the book. I had to come off IR to come give you this truth. There's 2 weeks in a row. I couldn't give you nothing for the Raiders game. I was too laid up. But as we talking about it right now, I had to come on in and talk to y'all people about what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And let's go ahead and do so. We not going to play no games. This is something we got to get to. This is something the whole fan base needs to get to. I let y'all breathe for 2 weeks. You could have been critiquing the team. You could have been doing your blogs. You could have been having shows talking about what we need to do with this Cleveland Browns. And I could have told you what this was going to look like. And it almost was better if you would have got blown out tonight. I would have much rather that you got touched tonight, that you got the doors beaten off you by one of the greatest to ever throw the ball. But you didn't. And you didn't, and you were this close again. And it just goes to show you people out there that what I've been saying for 2-3 years has come to fruition and come to pass. Do I want this to happen? No. Our team has a great opportunity or had a great opportunity to make the playoffs. But this comes down to one thing. There are people that are fans. There are people that is in the media, and there is people that is in this front office and coaching staff that were willing to actively circumvent and just skip this season. They took a match, lit the season on fire for one person. For one person, they lit the whole season on fire. And we already know who that is. Let's get right to it. You know, all this talk about people, hit me up talking about a situation where the Browns have changed the culture. First of all, if you're a player and you've been in this league under 10 years and you got the nerve to be running around telling people you changed the culture, somebody else got to tell you you changed the culture. Your fans that have been taking these L's for 30 years, they tell you, guess what? You changed the culture, bro. You change the culture. If you meet a person after there had been a horrible relationship, that person got to come tell you, you know what, when I met you, I was doing bad. But I'm not going to lie, man. You the best thing that ever happened to me. Somebody else got to tell you that. You don't go around telling nobody that. And there's too many people, a la number 6 Baker Mayfield and all his supporters talking about he didn't change the culture. Look where we was at. You ain't changed no damn culture in 1 week, 1 year. 1 win with the Steelers? You thought you changed the culture? You tell me what the culture has been. The Browns consistently shoot themselves in the foot. Penalties at dumb, opportune times. The Cleveland Browns never make the plays in the fourth quarter, in the crunch time, when the game is on the line. They never make them. Everybody else makes them. When it's 3rd and 2 and you got to end the game, guess what? We get hit for a 2-yard loss. When it's 3rd and 2 and the other team's got to end the game, they hand the ball off like they did today and get it done and walk out and sip Kool-Aid. But no, we always making progress. We always the team making progress. We got a bunch of people on the internet talking about progress. What do you see? You sound like a soccer mom trying to give the kids snacks. No Joan, no Susie, no Diane. Don't give the kids chips and pop on the 3rd inning. They're getting their tails kicked in the 3rd inning. They're down. They can't catch a fly ball. And you still talk about, but they look thirsty though, G. Bush. We should get them some condiments. We should get them some juice. It's the problem with it. See, a lot of y'all cats ain't played no football. I know the concussion stuff. Maybe I'm talking way too spicy coming off injury. Maybe I'm talking way too spicy. See, it's a lot of y'all cats that never played nothing. It's a lot of y'all cats that I know concussions is out, and parents is like, well, maybe we could put them in soccer. No disrespect to soccer. Maybe they could do long distance running. That's a non-contact sport, Jim. How's about that, Jim? And you cats is talking about where the culture done been, how we change in the culture. Bro, you just now started watching these Browns games in the 90s. Where the hell was you at in 92? It's a lot of these Johnny-come-latelys talking about what they done did and how they done weathered the storm. Your resume's getting checked because a lot of y'all be saying that stupid stuff. You wouldn't be saying that if you really was living through them wars. This is disgusting. I leave for 2 weeks. And I turn the radio on, people warming each other's shoulders up. Guys talking about, I think this could be a good one for Baker. The hell it ain't. The charade is over, people. I told you, if y'all was a little smarter, you would have kept Odell Beckham and you could have scapegoated him the whole season. You should have just kept him around and scapegoated him. Now you don't have nothing. Then Baker comes out. That's the best I felt and best I've felt in all year. Really? You should have kept that to yourself too. You could at least say you was injured too. Now you didn't wipe that away. You're not even a good tactician. That's the best I ever 4 interceptions. And the problem with this is we watched Nick Chubb bust his tail. We watched these offensive linemen that just been around. Guys coming off Harris. Guys like Batonio, Teller playing different positions. Playing all those different positions. And they out there busting their tail. The defense giving the ball back time after time against a Hall of Fame quarterback. And you out here throwing 3-4 interceptions off your back foot because you smell the ghost of Brett Favre. You want to go ahead. I'm in this mantle new. I can do the same things Aaron Rodgers and Brett. No, you can't. 4 picks. And I knew you was going to come out here trying to prove something today, buddy. And you threw 4 picks. And Troy Aikman did his best to carry water for you. He did his best not to throw you under the bus. But come on, you threw 4 picks, but you could have had 6. The one they dropped in the end zone, they dropped 2 or 3 more. But I'm just waiting for it. Maybe he didn't play well because he didn't get his Christmas ale. Maybe they should have gave him his Christmas ale 2 weeks ago, and maybe he could have got it together. I'm waiting to see the excuses. Actually, there ain't no excuses. All them cats is going to sleep. Yeah, I'm going to retire. I'm going to call it a day. Call it a day, man. I was up early with the kids. We had to put a lot of stuff together. Yeah, you might want to go ahead and do that. Retire. Go ahead and go get that dry. Listen, that gin and tonic is waiting for you. Get that hot toddy, get under the covers, and understand where we might need to go. And you better figure out which quarterback you want. Let's get to the comments. There's a lot of them in here. You know what it is. Let me get to these comments. Let's go. Off top. My man, wow. Y'all cats are playing. You got me. Listen, I'm out of shape. Let's keep it moving. Let me see. Let me get to this first super chat. I'm not even going to do that. Let's do this. I'm upset with the play calling. When Chubb is having a brilliant drive, they suddenly take the ball out of his hands, put it in Baker's hands, who then proceeds to throw interceptions. I just don't understand, man. Who you telling, man? My neck hurt right now, and I can't stop from being just emotional. I need to quit it. I'm going to pay for this later on. But I'm exactly with you. What are you doing? The man is running the ball. The man is having a great day. Stop platooning him. And then when you did platoon him, Dearness Johnson came in and gave you some good touches. The offensive linemen played their tail off. 200-plus yards in Lambeau. Come on now. And they keep giving the ball back to him. Black Culture Podcast, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Trade for Watson. Didn't have the government Mike DeWine close all massage parlors. Stop making me laugh, y'all cats. See, I was trying to give you that holiday cheer on some surprise stuff, and here you go with the jokes, man. Y'all funny, bro. Let's get to a next super chat. Thanks again so much for the super chat. Hey, man, I'm just glad to be back in the mix. Thank you. All jokes aside, thanks for everybody that, it's a lot of people that sent me that love. It was touch and go a couple days there, but, it is what it is. That's what the price of football is when you're playing. My neck is a work in progress, and it's not the first surgery or the last I'm going to get. But I do appreciate the prayers and much love out there to you guys, man. Bryce H is never complimentary. Whew. We ain't even got to some of the stuff. I'm just trying to get to the super chats, man. Forget the Browns, forget Christmas, forget everybody. I'm done. Look, thank you so much, Travis, for the super chat. I'm like you, man. You see what I already switched up to. You see what I got on. This maroon ain't for don't listen. Hey, for all y'all that barbershop do come in maroon, you might want to get on that Evan Mobley. You might want to get on that Collins, that Ricky Rubio two-step. You might want to go ahead. All-Star Weekend coming up. Stop playing. You know what I'm on. I got that maroon ready to go, man. Let me get to the couple more super chats. Matt from Tinder. That's crazy, man. They still got Tinder out there. It's crazy. First and 10 at the 50-yard line. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. 3 timeouts. Please explain to me what sense 3 straight passes make. Only needed 24 field goal. See, this is Stefanski think he done. He thought you might have got comfortable too. This that loudmouth black kid. He's off the air right now. He must be sick or something. You ain't out. Listen, you wait till we get through these super chats. You up next, buddy. Matt, you all over that. What are you doing? If I'm not gonna lie, let's go ahead and just throw this out here. When you watching the Cleveland Browns, it literally at all times looks like the coach is fixing games. He just looks like he's not trying to win. I've never seen this. If somebody said point shaving, give me an example of it. I would just point to 1st and 10 at the 50. Nick Chubb is unstoppable. You got 110 on the clock, 3 timeouts, and you still threw 3 straight passes. That is unacceptable. You will be held accountable for that too. I told you guys 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, if you thought that they was going to be able to come up in here, take these L's, say Baker was hurt, say we're going to draft some receivers, and come back with the same band, no, the drummer is getting swapped out. Everybody know the drummer and the bass guitar is expendable. You play the crash cymbals. There's a lot of people on the staff that's crash cymbal worthy. You don't play no integral part. That means the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, and the special teams, that's up for debate. And by the way, Stefanski, we're going to get to you in these play callings too. We're going to decide whether or not you're going to even be able to be in these offensive meetings. We might need you to just be outside. Man, y'all cats are so don't appreciate you taking weeks off. That's what the bye week is for. Merry Christmas, man. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Hey, listen, I just had to take a couple of cats. Was like, that cat G Bush, he got married or something, man. He probably out here moving around, but man, that kind of hurt. D Grat, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. That's just, you just said that just you ain't even want nothing. Just showing love. I really super, super appreciate that, man. There's 191 people, 194 and counting in the chat. Please like this. This is the only way it's going to get out because we got a lot to talk about. Because the people who have already gotten to this point, you got a lot of people that have now jumped the fence. It's like, G Bush after them four picks, I'm with you. So we need this message to be sent to all those people out there doing their thing. That's what we need to do. Let's keep it moving. Spencer, what's up, man? It's my dude, Mr. Truth. The things I've been wanting to say, shrouded in expletives. Cavs be balling though. Facts. Super, super facts. Kelly Michelle, as always, This was embarrassing. I would rather lose by a blowout than have my heartstrings pulled like that. Stefanski, Baker, embarrassing. Not hating on Baker, making it his side money, but man, it looked like a lot of cats making that side money right now. It's real funny style right now, man. I was gonna sleep this one off. I said I'm gonna give you some NyQuil. I'm gonna get up tomorrow and try to fix my life. Didn't work out. If the Browns beat the Steelers and the Bengals beat the Ravens, then lose to the Chiefs, the Browns-Bengals finale decides the AFC North division winner. See this? I get that, my man Soul Train. I get that. But the problem is this. What does that really mean? I posed this question to a lot of people. The issue, what we going through right now with Baker Mayfield is the fact that you got to look at all of the quarterbacks in the AFC. And even if we do make the playoffs, you have to come to the conclusion that if you got to play a Joe Burrow, a Mac Jones, a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen, a Patrick Mahomes, a Justin Herbert, then come back in the Super Bowl and have to either deal with Brady or then have to deal with these monsters and Aaron Rodgers, how do you believe that you can actually legitimately compete for a Super Bowl when you have the worst quarterback out of all of them and you can't count on him to throw 5-yard check down routes? There was 2 plays at the end of the game. David Njoku, wide open. Missed him on a corner route, missed him on a regular out route. What are we going to say? It ain't cold. Christmas was on a Saturday this year. It was a leap year on the Mayan calendar. Carry the one, Pythagorean theorem. Yeah, that's why Baker. That's why he underthrew it. Just all kind of just nonsense. You have nothing. All those people that had that, guess what they're doing? Sleep right now. It's 8 o'clock. Their kids want to still play with their toys. Daddy, are you gonna play with toys? I got the race cars. You gonna play cops and robbers with me? No, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. And you're a grown man and you got under the covers and put the covers on your head. That's how that people can't even. If you're an apologist now, not working. Scott Hughes, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, my brother. His footwork is awful. He never sets his feet. He always overthrows receivers. He got 7 people injured in the last 2 years. No wide receiver will sign up with them at QB. That's a fact. And that's something that the Browns are going to have to deal with. And everybody who's sitting there talking about, oh, you're just being super negative. You see, this is why we turn you off. Well, listen, bro. This, like I told you, this ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. This is a place where you really want to hear the truth. And the truth is, we have no shot in hell with him as quarterback to go to the next level. It just won't happen. It's not happening. We get to a couple more of these super chats. Appreciate you guys so much, man. I'm thankful the Browns have Andrew Berry. Offseason will show how the front office really believes who the quarterback should be. I think they already made the decision. Already made the decision. Because for me, they've seen in the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, you had Mullins last week, right? He comes down fourth quarter. 4th down, gets it done, gets the touchdown. Think about it. If Mullins is getting 67% of his passes completed, he has no turnovers, and he roughly has about 200 yards, why would you ever even consider giving Baker Mayfield no bread at all? Because Case Keenum gives you that same thing. Go look at the Denver game. Look at the stats. And you'll see really easy, evident. There's no difference in between the play Baker Mayfield, Case Keenum, and Mullins. But here's the problem. Case Keenum, no turnovers. Mullins, no turnovers. Baker Mayfield, 4 in a game where your team busted their tail to get back in it. It's disheartening, man. And this is the thing that I've hated since Jump Street. It's the thing I hated since Jump Street. People took this season and they sacrificed it all because they put Baker Mayfield above every single person on the squad. When he was too hurt to play, they played him anyway, taking L's. When he's too hurt to throw the ball downfield, they let him throw the ball downfield regardless. When Nick Chubb was rocking, we got yardage, we doing well on the ground, you got the defense is getting stops. You put him back on the field and go 5 wide. What in the hell makes you think he's capable of going 5 wide and you emptying it out knowing good and well the pressure is coming just like that? Pressure is coming just like that. And he's ducking around, looking, moving around, doing all kind of crazy stuff. And my thing is, just go back and look at the other teams. Even when other quarterbacks is flustered, even when other quarterbacks got they clock speeded up by pressure, even when there's exotic blitzes and they don't know who's coming, they never look like that. They stand in there because they understand, okay, that's a hot route. We can't get to that. I'm going to stand in here as long as I can, deliver to where the pressure is coming from. Aaron Rodgers today, he got a broken toe, can't move a lick. But did you see the pocket presence, the moving up, the dropping, to making getting rid of the ball? He's taking no sacks. He's not getting any interceptions. And it's a direct comparison as to what a franchise quarterback looks like. Not hoping and wishing, not throwing money in a wishing well in the mall and rolling anchors. This is talking about, I know that I got somebody and we ready to go. This Baker Mayfield experiment is over. It's just over. And for anybody that's at this point still drinking Kool-Aid, still wanting to give excuses, still wanting to do all of that good stuff, don't argue with them. There's nothing to argue about. They're soccer moms. You're asking soccer. Have you ever seen a soccer mom degrade any kid? It's okay. It's okay. I know that running back over there got 700 yards. It's okay. Not only will they not speak to why you sorry, they'll then go boycott, go to the league and the president and say, that kid is too good. You need to make him score less touchdowns. Our kids' esteem is at risk here. Baker, we can't say anything about Baker. You know, we'll root for him until he's not on our team. Y'all need to bake Rice Krispie treats and get napkins and picnic baskets like it's Yogi the Bear. Yeah, boo-boo. Hey, picnic basket. Y'all cats want to put blankets on the ground. You grown men. We got grown men putting blankets on the ground. Talk about Baker, it's okay. I got you some tuna salad. It's tuna salad, egg salad, or I have this spicy Italian ciabatta roll. We'll drink some wine and talk about why you can't read defenses or throw it constructively or be accurate. It's okay. I got my blankets. These cats. The nerve of you dudes. It's over. I don't care. He could come out. I don't care. He could come out against the Ravens and throw for 900. It won't happen. But I'm all about consistency. Did you do it this week? Did you do it last rep? Did you do it the next rep? Can you duplicate that? Can you duplicate that? Even in science, when you conduct an experiment, if you can't write down the steps and procedures of what your scientific study is, and another scientist can't look at it with those steps and reproduce the same data points, well, the rest of the science community looks at you like, that don't count. You have to be able to do that over and over again. Anybody should be able to do that if they follow your directions correctly. I can just go take it, cold fusion, perpetual machines. Everybody got that. Everybody wants to be an alchemist. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Let's get back to these comments a little bit. Y'all cats, man. Man, you guys are all just, first of all, thanks for holding me down. And thanks for just being in the chat and support that. People didn't even know I was coming on today, and they just 202 people. Do me a favor, if you in here, come on in, hit me with that like button, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Let's get to a super chat, man. Mark Miller. But had he had COVID, bro, built-in excuses. 200 yards, no QB that can make smart decision. Passes hit cornerbacks more than receivers. Man, look, he could have legitimately threw 6 to 7 picks today. If they could catch the ball, and they was jumping these routes like the routes was meant for them. I'm like, dang, bro, we need to start holding up these cards like. We need to start holding these cards up like in college. You running around and be like, they stealing our signals, bro. Just throwing the ball, these cats jumping these routes, man. It's crazy, man. This is unacceptable, man. We're wasting Myles Garrett's prime, unfortunately. And you brought up a great thing. All to say, we found our guy. The next sense burning. Here's my, and maybe this might be enough for you guys. This should tell you something. I got a lot of respect for Bernie Kosar. A ton of respect for Bernie Kosar and what he meant to this city. But you should have known that it was a problem when people will swear up and down to you like Bernie was elite. No. No disrespect. Bernie Kosar was not an elite quarterback. I will say that Bernie got the most out of his body, the most out of his athletic ability, and he had a crystal crisp, sharp mind. But people in Cleveland, let them tell it, he was on the same level as some of the GOATs in the 80s. You say, well, what's that mean? It's always been like this. Even in the 90s when Bernie was here, the reason they couldn't get there is because of the quarterback level that other people had. John Elway, Hall of Famer. During that same point in time, Montana, Hall of Famer. Steve Young, Hall of Famer. Let's keep going. Jim Kelly, Hall of Famer. Marino, Hall of Famer. Those are 5 right there. Aikman, Hall of Famer. These are the same. Warren Moon, Hall of Famer. We can keep doing this. My point about this situation is, let's not act like there wasn't a food chain with cats that was head and shoulders dominating. Bernie came in underneath them. But even with Baker, he's not as close as Bernie was. Not even close. Bernie was calling his own offenses, calling his own plays, audibling, moving guys. He called his own play, own situation. They won't even let Baker audible. He can't even, and even if it's a run, they'll be like, you run that play right into that wall over there. They got Baker running stretch into a semi-truck parked in a Save-A-Lot. These guys are crazy. Rob Ventures, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the support as well. Baker's footwork and vision have been horrendous this season. Kevin and Baker are definitely on a hot seat. But where do we go from here, G. Bush? Well, look, first thing I'm telling you, let's go ahead and start the train on this one. I'm on the record as of today saying I have no problems. If it's legal stuff, check out. No problems with Deshaun Watson. None. And y'all cats can be mad or upset and jump and stump up and down. But let's be clear. I mean, there was an owner, Robert Kraft, that was all in massage parlors. Given what John Gruden was doing, given the Phoenix Suns, let's not act like, this is, oh my gosh, I can't. Can't expect that. You had Brett Favre. You talking about Brett Favre and Joe Namath was harassing sideline reporters in real time on the sideline. Both of them on tape. Let's be clear about it. If you think these dudes is some sort of Boy Scouts and they're the best thing smoking and everybody is a choir boy, you done lost your mind. And we both all know that because we got Kareem Hunt on the team. But everybody loves him. So I'm on record saying that. Do what you need. Do what you need. Thank you so much, Aaron Dole. Thank you for so much for the $5 donation. I really appreciate you. Why don't you ever have people on or have conversations with those who disagree with you? Just lump everybody in a bucket and ignore them. I listen, here's my thing. You might not listen to my radio show, but this is facts. You can ask anybody in the game. No disrespect to anybody. But when I do my radio show, I give the most airtime to anybody in the game. There's certain shows we don't even got to say their names, don't even take calls. They just listen to themselves for how many hours they on. When you listen to the barbershop, I tell everybody, you and me, we can disagree. As a matter of fact, don't take my word for it. I've always advocated people going out and doing their research, making themselves learn on different topics. I ain't got no problems debating, having a dialogue on something that we can agree on or disagree on. I'm here. That's what my format is about. But all I ask is when we do it, make sure you got your facts straight. Make sure you do the homework. Make sure you can articulate why you feel the way you feel. And for me, with Baker, it's not about me just killing Baker because I just want to. It's the fact that I keep it real with every single player. I don't understand why people feel like there's a standard or a different bar that needs to be met when you're talking about people. I talked about Joe Woods all last year. Talked about Stefanski and his play calling all year. Called out Ward, Denzel Ward. I said, you ain't even been good since your rookie year. But guess what? Denzel Ward clapped back. He had a great bounce back year, Pro Bowler. I've talked about Myles Garrett that he needs to have some more stuff going on besides one move. Myles Garrett has worked on his game over that time period. And guess what? I'm like, I'll salute you. If Baker Mayfield tomorrow threw for 500 or he played the way he did at the end of last year, go back and watch it. I applauded him the same way. So I don't know where you got that from, but even right now, you probably don't agree with something I'm saying. We can talk about it. Just have your facts and be ready to debate it. It's all love. Let's get to the next one, man. Man, Scott Hughes, the ref saved Stefanski's job. He almost went forward on 4th and 22 with Baker against Aaron Rodgers. They need an OC and quarterback next year. Totally agree. These next two weeks is going to be difficult to watch. G. Bush, what are you willing to give up for Deshaun Watson this offseason? Give him a 1. Give him a 1. Give him a 2, whatever they want. You give him for a 1 and a 2 because this is what I'm telling you. It don't matter if you don't get a quarterback. You see that now. You 7 and 8. You had this whole roster. They just kept saying it. Browns got the best offensive line in the game. They got a top 5 defense. They got 2 of the best running backs, 3 of the best running backs in the league. Multiple running backs that do everything, can play out of the backfield, can catch the football. They got all of those people, and it still don't matter because you got a guy who can't hit a pass from me to 3-4 steps down the street. So give him the 1 and the 2. I ain't tripping. Glad to see you back from surgery, G. Bush. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Definitely appreciate you, man. See if we got a couple more in here. All right, let's get back off into this. And this is another one I want to get to. Stefanski, he got to give up the play calling. If I'm going to sit here and talk about Baker's experiment is over, Stefanski's play calling experiment is over. Because he plays to keep the game close. And he think he's smart. Nobody has said this yet. Stefanski runs that offense because that style offense keeps you in the games. It don't allow you to get blown out because you always keeping it close. You're playing clock and ball control, intermediate throws, which keep the chains moving. Clock is ticking. Give the ball to the running backs and kind of play this pedestrian style. So when you can do that, the score is closer than what the game actually was. He could tell you, 20 heart. He going to the press conference, heartbreaker. Went to down to a tough team. Aaron Rodgers, Packers are top team in the NFC, and just having an opportunity to play those guys at Lambeau and Christmas. It was it was a great opportunity that we kind of let slip. And like we said before, I don't know where it was. I got to check out the tape. But I will say that just a couple plays here, a couple plays there, and kind of we need to find out a way to make those plays, and that's on me. You don't shut up. You don't stop it. See, you think you slick. If you ran a regular offense, I'm 3 and out. You could get the doors blown off you, but you run this offense, so it's always a little bit of doubt that, is it really Stefanski? Is it really his play calling? Maybe it's the penalties, or maybe it's the receivers, or maybe the quarterback's not. No. You call the plays. You're in love with 3 tight ends. You love running play action when nobody cares about the run. The formula is, if Nick Chubb want to get 175 on y'all, cool. But Baker Mayfield going to throw for 146. They out here, we might as well run a triple option while we tripping. Just go ahead and be Nebraska. Because we can't score fast. So it's fool's gold when people want to make it seem like, we was right in it. This game was never in doubt. Nobody seriously was at home chilling, watching the game that's a real fan, even thought or considered the Packers had any remote possibility of losing that game. Aaron Rodgers was like, man, you self-checked. You a dude on the playground who you tell, hey, go ahead and shoot that. Go ahead and shoot that. You self-checked. Self-checked. And that's where we at with it. This one, if you at this point, if you still have faith in the play calling of Stefanski and how that pairs with our quarterback, you just like watching games. I mean, football might be a pastime for you, but you have no data, no proof that can back up what you're saying. You have none. And right now, the reality is everybody thinks it's cool that as long as the quarterback is happy, we good. I don't know where this came from in its culture. I don't know where that type of mentality came from. Like, my job ain't here to worship a quarterback. My job is not to warm his shoulders up and see if you got a franchise guy. I don't care about your moxie, your toughness, your mental aptitude. I care about touchdowns, completions, and accuracy. All the rest of that stuff, what does that got to do with the price of tea in China? Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Like, you can't. If I go to my landlord and tell him, you know what? I'm tough though. I'm hardworking. They're gonna say, listen, brother, if you don't put that rent in a cashier's check, cash, brown paper bag, or whatever you gonna come with, leave all the rest of that home. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. We care about the bottom line. Where is my rent? With quarterbacks, it's about, are you winning? Are you getting it done? And the answer has been unequivocally no. So I don't know why people think that's, we'll just worship the fearless leader. Come on, bro. Stop it. It's back to it. Back to it. I'll tell you what. Let me get to another couple people. See. Michael Smith. Baker's done. Stefanski got to give up play calling. You want Kitchens back, huh? Jonathan Colin. Let me or that may be Cologne. Let me ask you this question. People was knocking Freddie Kitchens, but the next time that happens, let me explain this. Freddie Kitchens' offense was better than Stefanski's, and we said it was a dumpster fire. Do you know you know Kitchens had a 1,200 yard running back in Nick Chubb? Do you also know Jarvis Landry had 1,100 yards? Do you know Odell Beckham Jr., the guy who couldn't get no touchdowns, no targets? He had 1,000 with Freddie Kitchens. So you tell me you had two receivers over 1,000 and 1,000-yard back, and he was supposed to be garbage. Your top targeted dudes is tight ends this year. No receiver is sniffing 1,000. So while we laugh at Freddie Kitchens can come slap his numbers right on the desk of Kevin Stefanski and be like, and they said my offense was trash. Psych. Man, I will take Huntley. Man, we use analytics until it's time to use common sense. That translates into analytics. Then we do the opposite. Correct. We still can't find the kicker. Guy comes right in. Let me just kick it all the way into Milwaukee. This is crazy. Man, Kenneth Pryor, not going to lie, Browns ball with 2 minutes to go. I had zero confidence that they would pull it out. None. Why would you? We knew it was placebo. We knew it was a wrap. And for all those people that keep saying, he's clutch, though, y'all need to stop bringing up the Bengals. I'm just saying, though, the Bengals joint, though, get out of here. Still reaching for that. That's like saying I took a shower 3 weeks ago. I still should be good. Stop it. It's just Bo Benton says GB defense is not good. They outscore teams. We let them off the hook. I'm just going to be honest with you. Today, the defense 3 and out, gave him the ball back. 3 and out, gave him the ball back. Then they got the ball back with an opportunity to kick a field goal down 2 or go get a touchdown. And Baker Mayfield throws a pick. He's done that against Kansas City multiple times. He's done that countless times. So the narrative about why, right now it just, it's not that bad. Come on. Last but not least, we need to talk about options. We need to really talk about options at quarterback for 2022. For me, I'm going to keep it real. I've already mentioned Deshaun Watson. It's a pipe dream to think that you're going to get Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson might be available because he had a down year this year. But like I said, I'm really to do all three. And they better draft a quarterback too. It don't got to be high. Somewhere that could be developmental. But by no means, way, shape, or form is they going to bring Alex Van Pelt, Case Keenum, and Baker, shoot progressive commercials, and think we're going to be good. Talk about it was just a down year. Nah, it wasn't. If you're going to be in camp, you're going to be competing for that. Because it is, we can't come back with this. Because somebody said this earlier. Myles Garrett, his career, he's slowly but surely 25, 26, 27. He could wake up tomorrow and be like, I ain't Joe Thomas. I ain't about to just sit here and play for lovable losers so y'all can tell me he's one of us. We really love you in the city. No, you loving me is not worth jeopardizing if I'm going to win or not. People don't get that. If you're an athlete and you want people to like you and you just comfortable because they like you, or do you want to go win? Because Myles Garrett, if I'm him, I go to him and say, look, we told y'all what it is. You waved the red flag early. It was no justification for you giving up our best receiver. Now you talking about we need receivers? No, how dumb do you think I am? People think you so naive. And well, he didn't want to be here anyway. Last time I checked, I'm the general manager. Last time I checked, I'm the coach. If you had people skills, if you was able to speak to men in a way, you could have remedied all that anyway. Right? But you didn't. That's water under the bridge, and we see what it looks like now. So anybody that's talking about you look better off, how dumb does that sound today? After 4 picks, Baker's better off without this. He better get all the help he can get. He might want to get a food stamp card, two or three old school DiGiorno pizzas, and some tube socks. He better get all the help he needs. Talk about addition by subtraction with somebody that's below average. Come on. As always, man, I'm not going to hold you. We got about a couple more minutes here before we let y'all ride out. But I'm going to tell you, first of all, hit that like button for me one last time. Hit that like button for me. Also, make sure if you do want to donate on Cash App, you can donate on Cash App at $GBush91. It's the top of your screen. Once again, if you want to donate on Cash App, you can do it at a $GBush91. And before we get up out of here, too, just want to thank you guys. Appreciate you guys support me, and I will be making my triumphant return to the radio tomorrow, 9 o'clock. G. Bush in the barbershop got your first opportunity to go ahead and get your conversation on. You get a chance to react. Make sure you check me out. You can listen on the Odyssey app, download that, and I will be on in the barbershop tomorrow at 9, getting that early reaction in. You can hit me up 216-578-0092 if you want to call in, and you can do that anywhere. But before we go, I missed this. Let's talk about, we're going to get to some super chats. But first, while we do that, let's get that roll call going. Where you calling from? Represent your hood, represent your city, represent your stomping grounds, represent everything, and a Merry Christmas. If you want to send them shout out to somebody for Merry Christmas, put it in there. We'll get to as many as we can. We'll definitely shout your people out. It's all about the holiday spirit. I will first and foremost have a happy holiday to everybody. Continuing to move. Let's keep it going. Let's get to let's get to it, man. First of all, I'm checking in from Cleveland. Let's go ahead and do that, man. Check it in from Cleveland. Oh, super chat right here. T. Huntley is a free agent. Give him Case Keenum salary. Would not mind it at all. Would not mind it at all. Let's see. Where we at? Aaron Dahl, how long is the show? I love to call in. You know what? Here's what we'll do. You give me a call. You call me tomorrow at 9. 216-578-0092. You can hit me up. I'll be on to 1 o'clock. 4 hours rocking and rolling. Let's get to these. Shout out to my cousin Greg down 305 in the building. Leadville. Colorado's in the building. We see you. Talmadge, Ohio. Merry Christmas to all, man. B. Skrills, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Cleveland's in the building, man. Oh, wow. Taylor, Merry Christmas from Guam, man. C-Town, Big J Bone, C-Town in here. J Dog Myers. Happy Merry Christmas to you, G Bush. Merry Christmas to you, J Dog. Paynesville, I think I seen it. Kenny, Paynesville is in the building. Ladville is high. I almost said it's Louisville or Louisville, depending where you are. They will correct you on that. Checking in from Baltimore, man. Shout out to Baltimore. Louisville, Kentucky is in the building. Youngstown, Ohio. Yes, sir. Malibu. Joe in Malibu, man. Definitely, man. Rob, I appreciate you, my man. Catch you in the morning, as always. Bo Bent, ATL in the building. San Antonio is in here. Cleveland is in here, man. Vegas. Shannon Green in Vegas is in here, man. Kenneth Pryor, 330 for life. You know what it is, can't stand up. Cleveland. Woo. Meg Digital is in here. We're going to wrap this thing up. Make sure you guys check out me tomorrow. 9 o'clock, G Bush is back in the mix. I'm also going to be doing some shows all next week. So if you want to get a hold of me, that's where you can get a hold of me. We got a lot to talk about. But between now and then, take care of yourself. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family. And deuces.